guys, if you're interested in my art and want to commission a piece, contact me through my Gmail at natnickiartcommissions@gmail.com. Details and contact links are in the description down below. Now enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's Natnicki here bringing you another episode of Dream Daddy. First of all, I want to apologize for the abrupt ending of my last video. I totally forgot when I stopped recording, so I just went back to the last saved data, which was not too far, but I totally forgot to end the video off properly. Hopefully, we are going to make our dad book profile today. So let's get started. Amanda and I arrived with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted. And be home by 4 midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do that thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No! I've never done that and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party. I'm just gonna say work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. Oh, that sounds delicious. I love the Food Network so much. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys watch the Food Network. What's one of your favorite programs to watch? I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaska all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman has just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander to the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always on her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exasperating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is MLP? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yeah. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Yeah, you gotta do that first. You gotta be worried first and then be mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk into her room. Amanda Ann! Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have a right to be concerned. I was scared. Technically, this would be the appropriate answer. Well, actually, no, this is the appropriate answer. But this is also an appropriate answer, but it is true. It is mostly out of concern. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Well, this is my room. Wait, I think I've seen the room before. I don't remember now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I'm sorry for freaking out on you. I trust you to make good choices. Good. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team P? Team P. Yeah! Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs and the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait! One more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? It's a social media platform. Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't pull together a Dad Book profile on my own. Alright, I hope you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which as it turns out is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood, which is what Joseph said when we saw him at the barbecue. Alright, Pops, gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. On a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and sort my coin collection. What? Netflix and grill, baby, oh god. Fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with dad puns, sink into blissful oblivion, sleep. You know what? On a Friday night, you are most likely to sink into blissful oblivion. I like sleep. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt, Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. Do I have a TV to go with this? Do I have power? A boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. I mean, okay, I would take a boat, but here's the thing. I would have to put my luck on the boat that it doesn't run out of gas. And plus, if I'm on a desert island, I would need a boat to leave, but I'm pretty sure if it's going to be like Gilligan's Island, we never leave the island. You know what? I'm just going to put this, because sometimes the mind puts you in a desperate situation and willpower comes in. So I'm going to do this. What are your turn-ons? Oh, whoa. Strong dad arms. Oh, my. Tennis shoes with long white socks, a well-manicured lawn, street smarts, top-tier grillmanship, comfortable with crying. You know what? I love a man who is vulnerable and is comfortable with crying. It's okay. Men can cry. Makes him more manly to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals, salty boat captain, pro skater who is also an astronaut. What? A good father, the president of space. Okay, I would actually, out of all these, put a good father. You can only hope, right? What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries? No. Sean Connery's entire filmography. I do like Sean Connery. Anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. I don't mind old comedies that haven't aged well. They become a guilty pleasure of mine. Whatever will make me cry, just watch any true story. Or anything based on a true story, realistically. Romantic comedies aren't that bad. Some are stupid, some are hilariously stupid, and some are just actually pretty good. So we'll put this one. What's your ideal date? Napping together, doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together. I do like puzzles, honestly. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. Heck no, I'm not an old woman. Trying to geocache, but getting hopelessly lost. I hope I said that right. Arson? Being emotionally vulnerable. It's funny. It's the funniest one to me. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles, and a pen. A cook knife, my crippling low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home sometimes. Okay, I definitely don't do that. I always make sure to get my stuff before I leave the house. My crippling low self-esteem, no. My self-esteem has grown past a little bit above average over the past years. A cool knife, my book of word jumbles, and a pen. Technically, this would be me. I wouldn't take a bunch of word jumbles, even though I do like Scrabble and all those other things, like Sudoku. But I take my journal and my notebook with me and a pen. So this is the closest things for me. So I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories. Oh God, like the rest of the world does. How proud I am of my child. Potential ends of the world, like everyone else in the world again. If I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I get to get my next cup of coffee. I love that one. I didn't even bother. Profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads are seeming pretty interesting. Sorry for bubbling that message. Sadness. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh. What the flip is this? Hi Nate, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Alright, we got 7 dads. 3 of them I am actually very interested in. But we're gonna go in order, so let's start with everyone's favorite, Craig. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's gotta do it. On a Friday night, you are most likely to get one last good cardio session in. Alright. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. Good lord. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute smile? No, man, we can't go out. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. Oh. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. Okay, I actually do like buddy cop movies. What's your ideal date? Scaling on a huge dangerous mountain for fun. No! What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. My god, man! I spent a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. My mile time used to be so good. What happened? I spent a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? No. Craig, no. No, you're not my ideal man. Okay, Matt Sella. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. Alright, 2 things I love. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hang out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no way music. Yes, he loves 80s! On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup. 1 drip at a time, baby. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? Fine tunes to pass the days away. Well, what are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. Alright. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. Huh. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit, what's subtitles? What's your ideal date? We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. I would have preferred dog, man, but okay. Well, cats are cute too. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in ear and over ear, just in case. Oh, just like me. I like wireless headphones to do that. I spent a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? Alright. That is a good chance. Okay, Brian, the bragger. Brian Harding. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter, thinking about new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. Alright, on a Friday night, you're most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. Ooh, he's steak, man. I like it. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My fishing pole. Alright. What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts. What did you want to be when you grew up? A fireman. Yeah, he has that. I sense that about him. What's your favorite movie genre? Romantic comedies. Yes, he and I have the same thing. What's your what's your ideal date? Deck building. I mean, can I sit on the deck when we're done? What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spent a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Alright, Robert. Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all you know it'll use this information against us, right? Oh my goodness. It's just like that weird age challenge that's been popping up on social media recently. Conspiracy theories, that's what he is. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly? Who's cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A gun. No! No! If you brought a gun, wouldn't the smarter answer be a gun with multiple bullets? Because just bringing a gun, don't have bullets. So what's the point? What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What are your favorite movie genres? Italian neo-realism. Alright. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. Oh. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. At least. Because you can't go wrong with just one. I've spent a lot of time thinking about you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes. Oh. Definitely a danger man. Alright. Damien, the Twilight fanatic. Damien Blood March. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you were ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my new specimens. Specimens? If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. You would die. You just want to die. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. Wow. Okay. Just a full-on conversation of how to pronounce bosom. That's lovely. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign, art house, horror. Okay. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial darkwave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Oh boy. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross? I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality, salience. Oh god. Hugo Vega. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. Hugo's a very dapper looking man. On a Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Alright. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Ooh. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. Ah, okay. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. So basically a book club, except talking. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. Is that why your profile doesn't have the glasses? I spent a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Alright, Hugo Vega is a very likely candidate. Okay. Joseph Christensen. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running, living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Oh, boy. On a Friday night, you are most likely to leave the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My 6-string. Okay. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. Why are you even on here? What did you want to be when you grew up? A ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. Okay, I like that one. What's your ideal date? Lovely night on the town with my wife. Why are you on here? What do you never leave home without? The good book. Everything you just stated is contradictory! I spent a lot of time thinking about how I could be a better man, husband, and father. What? No. Just no. So the likely candidates are Hugo, Matt, Brian, and you know what? Mostly because of the physical attractiveness, Robert. And plus, I detect a funny scenario with how Robert is. Definitely Craig and Joseph are on the bottom. Matt, okay, no, Damien is after them. Then it's Brian, then Matt, Robert, and then Hugo's #1. The problem is I'm having with Hugo, it's kind of weird. I know it's not weird technically. If you fall in love with someone, you fall in love with that person no matter what. He's my daughter's teacher. Honestly, the only thing I'm gonna regret possibly, because he does seem like that kind of teacher who he does care about his students' progress, but I feel like if I go out with him and Amanda is there, he's just gonna be like, or she's gonna be uncomfortable with the whole grading process, and plus she's going out to school. And if I don't go with Hugo, I might go with Robert. Okay, so do I go with the awkward daughter-teacher scenario? Do I go with the conspiracy theorist that I feel is going to be hilarious? Do I go with the bragger fisherman? Do I go with the cool coffee man? Hugo has more of my interests realistically. Robert has more of the physical attributes that I like. I mean, Hugo does too, but they're both totally different. I do like he's clean cut, he's very well dressed, but he also has, like, you know, the nice hair going on and a nice mustache. I like facial hair. But Robert kind of has the same thing in physical. It's just he's more of a gruff appearance. You know what? Let's just do it. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Oh wait, it doesn't even show. Okay. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Wanna hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you can come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to, or I can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be able to be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she had been crying. Oh! Why are you crying? Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, are you alright? Oh,
Fine.
of course, I'm fine. I just got to thinking about the Backstreet Boys. They had a reunion. The Backstreet Boys are back, alright. But they're different. Something's wrong with them. Like they're a dream someone once had but can no longer remember. And no one's talking about it. They just go on like everything's normal. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. But were they original? Were they really the only ones? Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you. And I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt. I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. Oh, I guess... Was she supposed to be there? But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Yeah, just don't push it. Hey, how was middle school for you? What the heck? Why do they keep switching her? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building of 40-plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, pizza day? A top 40s pop? Oh my god. I went to a private school. Not the best time. I met some good people there, though. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I don't remember. I didn't like it. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine for a good chunk of it, but there was also a good chunk of it I didn't like about it. I'll be honest, I didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school, and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me, and I'll never forget. What'd she do to you? I stare off into middle distance, remembering 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remember the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Damn, that's bad. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Baker sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. And I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Heck, well, I get it, but they're not bad like aquariums. What, are you worried that a whale's gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Alright. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end.
No.
Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know it's the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to the gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food, stuck in the braces to put any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. The classes start filling into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. Kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the Old Man of the Sea. I thought it was going to be like Moby Dick or something. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Did you also know that if you touch them, you die?
Oh.
Whoa. Their spines are venomous, too. Nature is hardcore.
Oh.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. Yes, that's true. And they just, like, keep it here. Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the American longfin, blue-nosed wigglyfish, humphead rash. Oh god, let me save just in case. Humphead rash. Yeah? Did you know that, oh god, paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia, political fish trivia. Psychiatric fish? This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression? Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes. That's No! No! Okay, no! Go back! Go back! Go back! Does it matter if This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, it's not an actual vampire. That's a vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing for a gag.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Hugo, for the heart attack. I guess that wasn't right. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin to try and take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who start fighting over a Capri Sun. I walked around the room, reading a tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather Oh! We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. Oh, he liked that, yes! That's a very astute point, Nate. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stare around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands? Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand into the water. Don't you want to pet some stingrays, Nate? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand into the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at sea urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushed against Hugo's as we reached to the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just got a little carried away sometimes. Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why's that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. We don't have time for games. Whatever it is, it goes back into the touch tank now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time you won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book back on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move. Hugo leans down and unsits the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan's so soft, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounding us. Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back to their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Dang. Man, we thought we had it. We thought we had it hard. I wonder if they had to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day in our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. He does make a good... I like Hugo. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Penguins are super cute. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the doors in the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? Seriously, do these people not understand these kids can get into anything? That's why they have to have better security. We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans her school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puppet exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody! I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and I'm greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here! Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguin go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even gonna go? They're gonna live in my closet. Oh yeah, that's the perfect place. Look, I just don't even have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions, so they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law, try to relate to her, bribe her. Try to relate to her. I think back to the time I released all the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money. Give me money. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well I have $12 and some change. Also there's a button here. Is that enough? pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shaking our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Oh god, is there a minigame coming up? Yep, of course. What the heck? Block that. How do I... Oh. Wait, how? Oh! Oh! Whoa! Okay. What the flip is this? I'm guessing that's Molly down there. She looks cute. I'm sorry, penguins! Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out! Get back! 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 Back, I say! How long does this go? Oh my god. Get back! Get back, I say! Just keep pressing A. Keep pressing A. Keep pressing A. Keep pressing A. Grab that teen. What? I didn't even know what happened there, but okay. Penguins escaped. 0. Thank you. S. S plus! Bribery works! Phew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo is wrapping up his divisionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguin can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin in your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8. What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. It's supposed so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hook, Molly. Nate, did you just bribe a child? I don't know what she's talking about. You can't play the rules when there's penguin on the line. I bribed a child. It was the only way to get her out of the exhibit. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not proud of it either. Or of my penguin facts tea, I'm not sure. But at least we get her out. At least he liked it. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load into the buses. Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Nate. Thank you so much for helping me out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time and make it up to you. You like cheese boards? Cheese boards? I love cheese boards. I'm all about cheese boards. There is nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. I love cheese boards. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Cheese boards. Huh. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You gotta go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Use your hips when throwing. Oh my god, these dad tips. Date complete! Please. How does this work? Whoa. Dad points, daddy points.
Looks like Paradise Lost just got found.
Okay. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries to get them in. And, hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. I'm pretty sure this is another college envelope kind of deal, so I'm going to leave that for the next episode. That was actually kind of cute. I like him a lot. I do like Hugo. I don't regret my decision, although I am a little interested in if I chose Robert to see how that goes. But if I choose to keep going with Hugo, we'll see. I think I can still choose another guy to go out with. I think there's a certain amount of dates to go out with a dad before actually committing to, you know, going exclusive with them. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, more gaming content, art videos, Disney content, and more to come on my channel. Also guys, be sure to check down in the description down below my social media as well as my art communities that are updated on my Twitter account. If you're interested in my art, go check out my Instagram. And if you're interested in my DMK progress or any other personal stuff that I sometimes post on my Twitter, check that out as well. Also guys, be sure to hit the notification bell if you haven't already so that way you know my next video goes live. And with all that said, I will see you all in the next video.